You are listening to WOLF Wolf Radio. Stream us at thewolfuwg.com or the Odyssey app.
Team 1. Brittyn.
Is everybody ready to play?
Yade.
Okay, so who wants to beat this boss for me?
Riley.
It's time to give the people what they came for.
Fight.
Dude, when you hit that high with that secret level on Let's Babysit Chrissy on Barbie.com, chef's kiss.
Look, the story can be amazing, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like the game, okay?
And then I told them I come in two fonts. I'm either playing video games comfy cozy in my bed, or I'm getting banned on PC lobbies and having 12-year-olds swear at me.
KO. The Gaming Wolf wins.
Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Gaming Wolf. Woo!
Yay!
And before we talk about what it is that we're talking about today, I'm just going to introduce the lovely folks around me. To my left, I have
Brittyn.
And on the board, I have
Riley.
And our super special guest for today.
Hi, I'm Bert.
Well,
Okay.
hello. Oh my gosh, guys. We have something special today. We're celebrating. Do you know what we're celebrating?
What are we celebrating?
We're celebrating Mario Day 2026.
March 10th, for anyone who doesn't know.
Tomorrow.
Because it says
It is
MAR.
tomorrow. But we can't celebrate it tomorrow because that's when our lovely folks at College Circuit go on air. So
Which
we'll
you should
celebrate
listen
it
to.
today. You should listen to College Circuit. Their episode about tomorrow. Tomorrow is about spring break.
Mhm.
So for those of you interested, for those of you on the way to spring break, that's a good place to start. But here we are talking about Mario Day. We're talking about Mario. You're going to get so tired of that name by the time this episode is over. You're not even going to know how it's spelled.
Well,
Okay?
you can always know how it's spelled because it's MAR10 for Mario Day.
Yeah. Everyone clap it up for that well-known fact. Clap it up.
Clap it up.
Clap it up.
That's a
clap
good
it up.
one.
It's a good one. Guys, Mario, how has that man changed the game? How do you think he's changed the game?
He made a console live longer by revitalizing the NES that I know of. Sales in the game department were not doing so well back then. And so once Duck Hunt and Mario came packaged together and sold on Famicom and NES systems, then the gaming market kind of boomed and then became kind of the face of gaming for like a good while. I mean, on par with Pokemon, many people don't not know who Mario is.
Nerd.
Okay.
That's the whole point
That's
of the
the whole
show.
point of the show.
I know, but if you can't give people trouble, why even do it in the first place? But yeah, no, that is correct. He like low-key, I don't want to say he like saved gaming, but like kind of he low-key kind of saved family consoles everywhere, I fear.
Well, especially after like E.T. bombed on the Atari. Yeah,
Yeah.
we needed something.
Well, there was like a sort of recession around video games in the very early 80s, like 82,
Mhm.
83. And it looked to be like the death of it, like the fad was over or whatever. And if not for Mario, as well as some other contributors, we can't forget Rob and Gyromite and Stack Up helping out. But if it weren't for Mario, then the idea of playing video games in your home may not really be where it is today.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that it's fair to say he like saved gaming. Maybe it might be just a touch of a hyperbole, but considering the effect the NES had for future competitors like Sega and even the modern PlayStation and Xbox consoles, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, no,
Mhm.
definitely. And you know what else is fair to say is that it's time to listen to some very cool music. So let's see what we got. Wolf Radio and Wolf Sports Network are proud to help reduce the 21% of adults with low literacy skills. We are collecting new and gently used books for every UWG pre-K student monthly. Give today by visiting thewolfuwg.com/bookdrive. That's thewolfuwg.com/bookdrive. Please give us your books. The students and the children and the next generation need them, just like they need more Mario content.
Reading is great.
Reading is great. Reading is great. We've kind of talked about how Mario's like changed the game or like saved gaming, but like, how do you think he's like affected mascots everywhere?
Oh, it's almost irreparable, the damage he's done. And not that it's damage. Not that it's damage. I shouldn't say that. But you can look in gaming at a lot of what came out after Mario to really see the formula people were running. Because you look at those Nintendo 64 platformers that were like Glover, who was like a glove with eyes that was running around. You see Chameleon Twist. Yeah, like there are tons of just random mascots that Mario kind of directly inspired. Gex and Bubsy, both on the SNES and then later the PlayStation. Those are just anthropomorphic animals that were kind of wisecrackers, and they were just they were chasing the Mario train of like, we need a good mascot, we need a platforming video game that's easy for people to understand, so we're gonna do this. And that's how we got all these random mascots trying to copy Mario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, honestly, like when I think about it, and this might be like incorrect because that happened like a long time ago, but whenever I think about Mario, I think about how Pokemon like really tokenized the heck out of Pikachu. Like he was already kind of like, because of the anime and everything, but they just dog him out every single time. And I'm like, Mario had something to do with this. I know he did. And that's probably wrong, but that's just where my train of thought goes.
Well, with most games, you're going to have like a mascot or like the defining feature of what the game is. So like in the SNES era, you got Mario, you got Link, you got Metroid, Samus, you got Kid Icarus, Ice Climbers. They all have like something to attach, especially with those like very old styled logos. Yeah,
they do kind of feel incomplete without one.
And I do think Mario is becoming like more tokenized as time goes on by Nintendo. I mean, obviously Nintendo's color is red, but also look at the theme park that opened in Orlando. That is it is called Super Nintendo World, but it's mostly Mario stuff in there.
Mario.
Speaking of, isn't it like the anniversary of Mario, and we're getting Mario Galaxy, the movie?
I am super excited about that movie. I don't care what anybody says. Brie Larson as Rosalina is gonna kill it. I'm gonna have a fun time. Those movie tickets are mine to purchase, and that is my decision to make.
I'm excited to hear the music.
That is really exciting. I love Mario music, but
it's very nostalgic.
Yeah, true. But you know, all I'm saying is Rosalina. Sorry. I love her.
I know you.
No one's going to catch me not talking about Rosalina on a Mario episode. I fear the chances were like none that would happen.
I mean, Rosalina is just like becoming that big figure. Not big figure in Mario, but like someone who is, or a character, I guess, who is really just hitting with people, and like for obvious reasons. She has an interesting story. She's cool as hell. Like, it is a miracle that Rosalina has the appeal that she does. Not that like the appeal is shocking or anything, but like they knocked it out of the park with her was the big thing.
She's just that girl.
Who's that girl? And it's Rosalina.
And then they brought back Pauline, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah. The times have changed, and the times keep changing. Let's kind of think for a second, right? Let's form our opinions and our thoughts for a cohesive little moment. And we might be wrong. There might be no one, but everyone, close your eyes. Who do you think is a mascot that maybe possibly kind of may have been, if not a little bit, super kind of definitely inspired maybe by Mario?
Sonic.
Oh. Oh no.
Not like in like a derogatory way, but like you see both of them side by side, and you see, okay, Mario is depicted mostly red with blue overalls, and Mario is the face of Nintendo. Then you see Sonic, who is supposed to be like kind of the antithesis to Mario, where he's like a lot younger, he's faster, and he's mainly blue with red shoes, and that is the mascot of Sega. And then they have Olympic Games together and have fun, but also are, I don't know.
And were once bitter rivals, though.
They were once bitter rivals, especially during like the 16-bit days.
Yeah, I feel like that rivalry has like low-key descended into just, we're both big. Let's
Especially now that Sega is not doing consoles anymore.
Yeah, and the fact that Sonic is on Smash Bros. And has been.
Well,
that's true.
the original campaign was like Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Mm-hmm.
It was very console focused.
That's good. That's a good line.
Yeah, that's the actual advertising. I didn't make that up out of nowhere. That's like the actual ads from the 90s.
Ugh,
But
that's so funny.
the marketing was very console oriented, and Mario and Sonic were like ambassadors for their console. And so now that Sega has stopped making consoles, Sonic is just kind of a guy who hangs around, and he has to be on Nintendo consoles because they still publish games, but not on their own console.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll ever have a rivalry like that again.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's not any super big direct competitor.
Oops, sorry. You said it. You said it funny.
I said direct.
You did.
But the only like big company and I mean by big, I mean like PlayStation or Xbox, because they're the only other console makers. But the only other major platformer is like the Astro Bot games.
Yeah.
I loved Astrobot.
It's really good. Don't
is
get me
really
wrong.
good.
Like Astro Bot is extremely good, but
Astrobot on the PSP, you haven't lived.
PSP?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the PS5 one. But that's fine
Yeah,
too.
Astrobot's not
Oh.
on the PSP.
That's not true.
Sackboy's on the PSP.
Who?
Little Big Planet.
Who used to be Sony's mascot, and then they kind of like shoved him
I think I was
aside
talking about.
for
I wasn't talking about Astrobot. I was talking about Astro Boy.
Astro Boy.
Excuse
Oh,
me. Pardon
okay.
my incorrectness.
No.
family.
That's a good one though. That's a deep cut.
That I know, right? That's like the one deep cut you're gonna get out of me during this whole semester.
That's
That's
a
the one.
crazy pull.
Astro Boy's my big one.
But yeah, the modern competitor to Mario is probably the Astrobot games, maybe Little Big Planet / Sackboy if
Yeah.
he gets another game. But especially with like the continued quality and popularity of Mario, it's just kind of, he's the de facto number one. It's hard to even get close to even compete with him. You know, you got to work your way up that ladder a whole lot, especially with where platformers are in modern gaming. You know?
Especially with how Nintendo originally and kind of now is seen as the family console, or like PlayStation and Xbox, Sony and Microsoft, they're mainly geared towards like people who play video games regularly. Nintendo products are mainly for like the full family like experience. Like you got Mario Party, you got Mario Kart. You have so many of these like ergonomic upgrades to controllers and like different gimmicks to like get people to buy these family-oriented consoles. And I feel like that, especially with like what they tried to do with the Wii U, is something that like I kind of miss now, because now with the Switch, you know, they're focused on portability and like how it feels, but I feel like the family aspect of the console is kind of diminishing.
I agree. But you know what's not diminishing is we have a lot to say about the Mario soundtracks. So we should probably talk about that. Nah.
Which one?
Not
There's
this
like
one
a
either.
bajillion.
I'm really not trying to traumatize anybody. This is a little goofy. All right, now this is more my style, but there's no wrong way to enjoy the soundtrack of gaming. Well, everybody, Mario is surely a years-long franchise with many a game and many a song. And, you know, here we love to enjoy music in all sorts of different ways, especially when it comes to gaming. So let's hand it off to our special guest. What is your favorite Mario soundtrack?
I think it has to be Mario Galaxy. That I think is the first like big instance of fully orchestral soundtrack? Okay.
Probably, I'd say. I'm not really. I'm not up to date on like my gaming music knowledge. You know.
Well, I feel like that game specifically with its soundtrack really touched a bunch of hearts, and like because of how diverse an orchestra can be, it just like explores different colors and different like varieties of what music can be, and to mesh a traditional like classical orchestra with like these synths and sounds of space, I think really invites a nostalgic feeling of just like exploring and wonder. And yeah, I love Galaxy so much.
Wow. For those at home who don't know, in our very first episode of The Gaming Wolf, I mentioned living with a musician. This is the one. This is the one. This is why I know the things that I know now, which I mean are still very limited, but that's why I am able to enjoy all the stuff that the Mario and really just Nintendo in general is able to do with music. Because we've talked about how music in video games, it just adds and builds to the experience. And I would say for Mario, there's a comfort with like what you talked about, like family consoles and everything. And it has just kind of like expounded into its music. Like if I'm sitting there and even if I'm not playing something, I could be like, let me bring up a Mario song and like get myself out of like a rut, or let me get myself through this studying binge that I have to get through. Like the Mario music is very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very versatile.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Brittyn? What do you think? You like Mario music?
I like Mario music. I was just singing the Coconut Mall Mario Kart song in my head.
Because if you check out the Wolf UWG on Instagram, that is the very song that our latest social media for the Gaming Wolf is posted to.
It's
Oh,
a
neat.
good song.
It's
It is a good song.
iconic.
It is iconic.
Mm-hmm.
It does speak to what you were saying about like Mario being something that is so versatile that sound font can be used for sweeping orchestras in Mario Galaxy, but at the same time can still have that like upbeatness to it for either lighthearted or high intensity moments. Like when you're in Mario Kart, you're playing on Coconut Mall, that music keeps you moving, you know? It's not trying to slow you down because you're in a race. Meanwhile, there are moments in Mario Galaxy that are quieter, like with the storybook stuff, and that leads to very soft but still very distinctly Mario songs. And I think Coconut Mall and Mario Galaxy as a dichotomy shows how versatile Mario's sound font is. Because when you look at Yoshi's Island even, that soundtrack is still distinctly Yoshi, but at the same time, it is still feeling of the Mario umbrella. And so I think that's a really cool fusion, especially on the SNES Yoshi's Island, where they can combine these, I don't want to say childish, but just, you
Whimsical.
know, whimsical percussion instruments in a lot of it, and those sounds that, again, keep it Mario, but also Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to pose a question to Brittyn.
Oh,
Brittyn, do you think if you were to play Hollow Knight, but it was replaced with Mario music, how do you think you would fare?
I don't think it would be as like it wouldn't be the same vibe.
Exactly.
Just Hollow Knight is so like kind of like dark and mysterious and explory and serious with the storyline. And if it had like Mario music behind it, it would not be the same. It would not have the same like storyline to it.
Yeah, a different atmosphere.
Different.
Yeah. I mean, for sure. How do you, like, it's just kind of interesting to think about how music and games just set this tone, this vibe, and to try and like put something else in there would just be kind of insane.
It'd be crazy. It would not match at all. It would have.
Would it be distracting?
Yeah, it would be distracting. I'd be like, what is going on? Why is there this beautiful art? And then I just have like just like happy music. It would be a completely different vibe and a different game, and it wouldn't have like the following I feel like it has now.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, hey, we're all about figuring out what works and what doesn't around here. And what else might work is if you stick with some songs that we might have for you in a couple seconds. college students who binge drink alcohol at least 3 times per week were roughly 6 times more likely to perform poorly on a test or project because of drinking. Dream City Brewing Company, Wolf Sports Network, and Wolf Radio proudly remind you to drink responsibly. Students 21 and over should drink responsibly in an environment that discourages overindulgence. Faculty won't take hangovers as excuses. How was that, guys?
You tapped into your non-existent Alabama roots for that one.
Well, thank you. Thank you. If you've listened to Fourth Wall Break, last episode we did do quite a few accents on there, so make sure to check them out on Wednesday as well. So, you know.
It's an accent-heavy show.
It's an accent-heavy show.
It's an accent-heavy show.
And here we have an opinion-heavy show. And I'm gonna pose a question to all the folks in the room, but I really know who the room wants to hear from. So, what is your favorite Mario character? Brittyn.
My favorite is probably Yoshi.
Yoshi.
I think we need more justice for the other colored Yoshis. Because why can't I choose to ride a light blue Yoshi whenever I want? I have to be stuck with green Yoshi.
We like Green Yoshi, but we're tired of him.
Also, isn't Yoshi like the type of animal he is? What is Yoshi's real name?
That's a great question.
Yoshi-saur. He's a dinosaur. I know that.
So, would you call a Tyrannosaurus Rex T-Rex? Would you be like, hey, T-Rex, what's good?
It was explained either in the Mario show or like one of the books. I forget.
Those aren't canon. That's like saying Sonic Underground is canon.
Well. Okay.
That's a tangent for a different day.
Yade, what's your favorite Mario character?
To no one's shock, I'm stuck between 3. Never asked me to pick one thing.
Okay.
Daisy, Rosalina, and Shy Guy.
Oh, okay.
They are very near and dear to my heart. Daisy needs to be in more things. Rosalina needs to do more stuff. And Shy Guy should be the main character of his own game franchise.
He is. It's called Super Mario Party.
Oh.
What?
Different one.
Shy
Make
Guy
it
is just
Shy Guy.
Shy Guy is just extremely good in Super Mario Party specifically.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Because they have the little special dice blocks for each
He's
of
also
them.
good in Mario Kart because that's where I play him.
Yeah, each
True.
character has its own stats.
I do. It's crazy. What about you, Gilbert?
I like Luigi a lot, because he's green. No, I like Luigi a lot
Green.
because, he's always getting like put in his brother's shadow, and they tried to like put him on the spotlight with the Year of Luigi, but that kind of didn't go well financially for them. But it did bring up a bunch of like games that I find really dear to my heart. Super Luigi U, Mario and Luigi Dream Team. To Mario 3D World, there was a lot of 8-bit Luigi's in there.
The masses didn't like those games?
The masses didn't like the Wii U.
Yeah, the masses didn't really like the Wii U.
That's fair. I didn't like the Wii U either.
Which I don't know why. There's a lot of good games.
Well,
on
I
there.
just couldn't afford one, so I didn't want it.
How do you
I
feel
didn't-
about? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
How do you feel about Dr. Luigi? That came out in the Year of Luigi.
That is true. I don't like Dr. Mario games
Okay, fair enough.
because I'm not good at puzzles like that.
So the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
No, like I like puzzles, it's just not that one. I
Right.
don't know why.
Me like puzzle. Me just know like this one.
Okay.
All right, Riley, what's your favorite Mario character?
My favorite character is definitely Daisy. I don't need to waffle on her like you, my friend.
Oh.
Were you excited when they brought back the Daisy course in 8?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think she's just like a super cool character overall. I love the competitiveness that they give her in the sports games. I think Sarasaland is the most underrated and
need to go back
underexplored
there.
thing about the Mario franchise.
I agree.
I think Daisy
I don't
is
know what
so
that
cool. I like that she dates Luigi. I think she's really dope. And she's orange.
And she's in Smash.
Our TriCaster Cairo says, I love Toad. Toad is a pretty cool guy. I think Toad...
Which Toad? There's a bajillion toads.
There's a lot of toads,
There's
but
red toad, there's blue toad, there's green toad, there's green and purple toad, there's purple and red toad, there's red
toadette.
and green toad, there's toadette, there's help me out here, guys.
is this turning into the
that's-
Mario Wiki?
And that's just the main. There's also a bunch of other toads in like the Paper Mario series and the Mario and Luigi series
Yeah.
in the 7-star RPG, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Legend of the Seven Stars.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's
Whoa.
stars and there's 7.
There's a lot of toads.
They're like the
Wait.
MacGuffins of that game.
That's true, actually. Wait, this is not a toad, but like no one I've seen ever talks about him. Shout out to my boy Goombario.
Oh, we're going Paper Mario?
We're going
games?
Paper Mario?
We messes with Goombario in this house, okay? We loves Goombarios.
The Paper Mario partners feel like cheating almost because they get so much personality during the course of the
Yeah.
games.
That's fair,
Which
but
is what I
also
missed from the first two. Paper
Yeah.
Marios.
I concur.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree with my own concurrence.
Mhm.
Anyway, guys,
Mhm.
there's a lot to talk about.
There is.
And, you know, Mario's pretty prevalent, but you could always use some help, you know? It's always pretty prevalent and good to have help.
Mhm.
So, you know, just saying.
What do you mean?
Hey, Brittyn, what do you know about games?
I have a Switch.
Oh,
If you're tired of people asking you this question all the time, then you're exactly where you need to be. Because today we're going to learn how to get into So for those of you who don't have encyclopedic knowledge of what we do here on the Gaming Wolf, which you should, it's our like 3rd episode. You don't know us by now? Come on. You don't know us? It's okay. It's okay. Here on the Gaming Wolf, we love to help folks get into games. And like I said before, we know that Mario is pretty prevalent. So theoretically, I'm sure you know a Joe or a Jill or a Jack or a whoever in your life who does enjoy a good Mario game. However, you don't need someone to help you or to let you get into stuff on their terms. Find games. Let's name some games that are pretty easy to play in the Mario series, guys.
Mario Party.
Mario Party.
Mario Party 1 through
All of them.
all of them.
We're gonna exclude 10 because the Wii U is hard to come by.
That's actually fair.
true.
Also think about any consoles that you may have on hand. If you do, it's also acceptable to use someone else's things. Just make sure you ask proper permission. And if there's just one that you're interested in, go for it. I know there's definitely a lot of options there that I didn't know about until this one over here. And for those listeners that cannot see us, I am pointing at Bert. I didn't know that there was so much Mario stuff, and it doesn't all have to exist in older aspects, like in older consoles. You can in fact find them on your computers, people. It is acceptable. That's just up to you and what you would prefer to do, how invested you would like to get. But if you just have a friend and you're like, hey, do you have a Mario game? I'd like to know what the hype is about. Just get into it. Or, as we're going to say every time, there's people playing Mario games out there live in like an hour. Go find those people. Because if you like watching someone play a game and you find I'd rather watch it than play it, that's also good. That's also you being into the game. You don't have to go out and purchase something that's like $69.99 to actually enjoy something. Okay? Because I wouldn't. And that's honesty. What do you guys think? Do we agree? Do we disagree? I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
yeah, I see. Yeah.
I mean, you can find a significant amount of Mario games on the 3DS, which, you know, if you're looking into home customization of the 3DS, it's available, and you get like your classic Mario, you get Mario and Luigi series, which I think is one of the most underrated series of the franchises. Yeah, Paper Mario Sticker Star, I don't really like it, but if you like it, go ahead. There is some Mario parties in there. There's Mario Kart, so like there's no shortage of Mario out there.
Yeah, and if looking into Mario leads you into something completely different from Nintendo, that's also okay. We here only encourage you, hey, take this avenue. If you find something that you personally enjoy that doesn't line up with what we were talking about, we want to know about it. Tell us at the Wolf UWG on Instagram. We love hearing what it is that you guys have to say. We love when you make new discoveries. So definitely think about that while you're browsing around looking for games.
Look for Wii stuff. I'm sure most of us have a Wii lying around somewhere. They were everywhere when we were younger. They were the console when we were kids. And the Wii has such a great variety of Mario games on it, where it has such a great variety of Mario games where it has the traditional platforming games with the new Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's got the 3D platformers with Mario Galaxy. So you're able to sample both of the mainline styles of Mario. Then you have some of the spin-offs. You have Mario Party 8 and 9 on that system. And you have some of the Mario sports games. Mario Tennis, or Power Tennis, got a re-release on the Wii, as well as Mario Sports Mix. So at least to me, go find your old Wii that probably still works and go buy a bunch of old used games for it that are super cheap because they sold a lot. And that's probably a cheap way to really sample the series if you're someone who just hasn't played it at all whatsoever.
Also, Super Paper Mario.
Oh, I forgot about Super Paper Mario.
I love Super Paper Mario.
Super duper duper Paper Mario?
No, just Super Paper
Oh.
Mario.
Well, I didn't catch it.
I'm also going to put a plug in for your local library, which will often have games that you can check out and
is true.
sometimes consoles that you can borrow and try out before you make a purchase.
This is true.
And they might have books about how to make games, how to enjoy games.
Sometimes they have clubs.
They do have
Clubs? They have clubs?
Visit your
Sometimes,
local
yeah.
library.
Please visit your local libraries.
It's a community hub.
That's crazy.
You'll find
Well,
friends there.
hey, I mean, you learn something new here every day. And who knows, maybe this next song will teach you something too. Binge drinking is consuming 5 drinks or more on one occasion for males and 4 drinks or more for females. However, some college students drink at least twice that amount. That is why Dream City Brewing Company has joined Wolf Sports Network and Wolf Radio's Drink Responsibly campaign to remind all our wolves to stay safe when drinking. Never drink under the age of 21 and always have a designated driver. Oh, and throw in some good food while you're at it. Could not agree more. Could not agree more.
Definitely, for sure.
Definitely for sure. You know what else we should throw in? We should throw in a heated topic, a hot debate.
Oh.
What is a character that Nintendo needs to bring back in the Mario franchise, and why? This is open to anyone with opinions. Even you folks listening, you feel free to type in the YouTube chat if you can, or just agree and nod your heads at home, because that's what I do. What do you think, guys?
I say Toadsworth.
Who is that?
He's mainly in the Mario and Luigi series, but he did make one appearance in Super Mario Sunshine, and I miss him dearly because he was very funny.
He's like Peach's royal retainer.
Yeah.
Like her right-hand man kind of thing. And he's just a toad that's really old. He's got a stash.
Oh, he's like a toadstool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Peach's old name.
He talks all regal, too. He
Yeah.
talks very stuck-up, posh.
Aw.
Like this, he's an older man and talks like this type of thing.
He likes to scream a lot whenever Peach is doing something.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know why you'd scream at the princess, but
I'll
okay.
show you later.
Oh, okay. What do you got, Brittyn?
I want more Monty Mole.
Monty.
Monty's in the newer party games, so
Yeah, but he deserves to be a main character, because who doesn't love a round guy that pats his belly when he's happy?
I love a round
That's
guy who
true.
pats his belly when he's happy.
There is a very clear line, in at least to me, about which Mario enemies Nintendo loves. And I think they should love Monty Mole, because right now, Nintendo doesn't love Monty Mole.
I agree. I highly agree. I honestly can't think of anyone I would want them to bring back. But now that you guys say those things, I'm just going to go and play all the games where those characters are featured and then also feel the same way because I like what my friends like. So
You should play Mario Superstar Baseball for Monty Mole. Because
Ooh.
Monty he's kind of goated in that game, honestly.
Is he kind of a Chad?
He's a bit of a Chad. His bat has a spike on it.
Whoa.
He's
That's
like-
more than a bit.
He's taken no prisoners on the field. Dude.
Holy macaroni. That
He's
is
so funny.
Dang.
Oh, I'm excited now. Okay, I'm about to see what the hype is about.
Mario Superstar Baseball is probably one of the most underrated games in my mind. That game is super funny. It's just baseball with the Mario characters. Donkey Kong punches the ball with a boxing glove.
how can I forget the Mario and Donkey Kong series of the puzzle games? There's so much Mario out there.
Oh.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
so much
okay.
Mario out there.
That's crazy. I had never even thought about that.
But Superstar Baseball is definitely a recommendation. A character that they will never really bring back, although I guess this is ironic because they just announced his inclusion in the Mario movie, is Wart, who is this like frog guy from the American version of Super Mario Bros. 2. He's just a big frog.
Huh.
And he's kind of cool. Like, I kind of wish they utilized him a little more.
Well, they're
And-
about to.
Yeah, the Mario Galaxy movie is doing it, so I'm very excited about that. But I
And
would
the
like to see Wart be an antagonist in a more recent game because it's Bowser every time, and we need a little, change of pace from
Yeah,
Bowser.
I am a little tired of Bowser. I can't lie to you.
I wouldn't say I'm tired of him, but, like, I liked when they were playful about it and they could do other villains in, normal Mario games.
Yeah,
There's so many
that's
villains
fair.
in Mario games.
there's so many. I don't know. Maybe if Bowser's like indisposed for like the first half of one game, that'd be cool. That'd be appreciated.
That's kind of what they did in the most recent one in Mario Wonder, because it's
Oh,
Bowser
yeah.
Jr. for like the first half
That
of the
is
game.
true. Now that
And
I
we
think
don't know if
about it.
Bowser's actually out there.
Yeah, he is just he's a big thing that you'll see when you play the game. Well, aside from that, I'd like to pose one last thing. If you had to recommend one Mario game for anybody to play right now, what would it be?
Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Okay.
that is my favorite Mario game, period.
All right. What you got?
Mario Party, any of them, but specifically the like 20 turn rounds or the 60 turn rounds.
Oh, gosh.
60.
60.
Is that an option? I don't know.
It is. I think 50 is an option.
In the older ones, it was
Ones where you can ruin friendships.
yes.
Oh, so all of them.
all
yeah.
of 'em.
Yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Although,
Oh, my gosh. Wait.
no, you're fine. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
Huh.
I'm a sucker for the Mario Sports series,
Mhm.
and Mario Golf Toadstool Tour is not only a fun game, it is a good golfing game.
It's actually kind of funny when we both spoke up at the same time. I thought I was going to say something really niche and cool like that. I was like, okay, wait, I'm going to say something. And then Riley kind of beat me to it.
No, you're going to say something niche and cool.
No,
though.
but like I actually don't think I had like a niche thought in my head. I was going to say go play Super Mario Wonder because it's the most recent one.
But that's a good game. I
That
mean,
is a good game.
in fairness, I guess I wouldn't recommend people Toadstool Tour because it's not like traditional Mario, quote unquote. So I think for a more traditional Mario experience, I would probably recommend New Super Mario Bros. For the DS. But if you're just going to ask me to say which game I like the most and want you to play, I'm going to say Mario Golf Toadstool Tour.
I think everyone listening should try their best to play all of them and then tell us at the WolfieWG on Instagram what you think. And then we'll agree with you because we'll have all played those games by then. Does that sound like something that does the room agree?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Heck
we need to,
yeah.
we need to have a Mario Gauntlet and just go through every single one of them.
That would be interesting. But it is unfortunately the end of our time on this episode of The Gaming Wolf. Shout out to our super guest judge. Super guest judge. Hello. That's tomorrow.
I love Food Network.
We love Food Network, but we also love Mario. Happy Mario Day, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
we
you.
will see you.
Thank you for our incredible TriCaster for this episode as well, Cairo.
Whoa, yeah. Shout out to Cairo. Big ups
Yay,
and claps for Cairo. And shout out to Brittyn and Riley and Bert and the audience at home.
And Yade.
Oh,
Shout out to
Yade.
Yade.
Let's clap it up for all of us, guys. See you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.